Hey, I'm Nolan, and today I'm going to be showing you how to write an amazing Amazon listing that is optimized for conversions. And even if you're not a writer, after this video, you'll be able to write a killer listing, I promise. In order for you to understand the process, I've broken it down into 4 separate parts. The first part is going to be identifying the product features as well as creating a customer profile. The second part is going to be keyword research. Third, keyword strategy. And 4, finally, writing the listing. The product I'll be using for my example today is going to be a card holder for the back of a phone. For reference, it's going to look something like this. So, come along, let's go ahead and write the perfect Amazon listing for this card holder. All right, so part 1, product features and customer profile. Before we write anything, we have to look at what the key features of your product are and what benefits the customers can expect to see as a result of the features. So this is where we have to think about your competitive advantage. What makes your product better than your competitors? Now, sometimes there just isn't too much difference between your product and your competitors, and that's okay. We just need to make sure that we're showcasing the best aspects of your product. All right, so we need to create the profile of your ideal customer. In finding out who your average buyer is, you can kind of start to cater your writing towards them. So when creating a customer profile, it can be good to think of a few things: demographics, psychographics, behavioral profile, and geographics. Of course, you can make this as detailed or as minimal as you want, but let's look at an example that I created for this product. So for my glittery phone case, I created a profile that looks something like this. The age is probably going to be around 18 to 35. Generally, we're going to be targeting females, and the job they probably have is either a student or a young professional. It's probably geared towards females who don't really carry bags or purses, and they would prefer to have all of their stuff just right on the back of their phone. It's good for a lot of activities like running or going to the gym. And it's made for somebody who's always on the go, somebody who has a busy lifestyle and just wants to have all of their cards on the back of their phone and not have to worry about any other baggage. So now that we have the customer profile, let's check out which features our target audience cares about. So now I'm going to show you a few of the features and benefits that I thought I would highlight. The design and look, functionality, sizing, the mobility aspect, how you can just put it in your pocket and take it anywhere. Maybe we want to take a look at the strong adhesive so that people know it will stick to their phone and stay there, but also that if they want to take it off, they can take it off and it won't leave any marks on the phone. Also, the fact that this fits into your busy lifestyle, whether you're going to the gym, out on the town, or just to school and you don't want to have that extra baggage, this could be a great product for our target audience. Write down as many features and benefits as you can think of, and then narrow it down, combine a few, and pick the best ones. This step is critical for the foundation of your entire listing, so make sure that you're really picking the best 5 for those bullet points and the description. Okay, part 2. Now let's look at some keyword research. Your listing could look amazing, your copy could be amazing, but if you don't have keywords, Amazon won't index you and people won't be able to find your listing. Your listing should be a mix of good copy and good keywords. Those keywords should have decent search volume and be relevant to your product. So now, how do we actually do this keyword research? A free way to do this is to use Amazon's autocomplete. Let's hop on the computer and I'll show you what I mean. This is a quick and free option, but it doesn't tell you how much search volume there is. That's why we recommend using a third-party software that gives you the search volume you need to make those decisions. One of the most popular search tools is Helium 10, which allows you to find keywords and see how competitive they are. You can get the free version, but it comes with limited searches. But if you get the paid version, you'll have unlimited searches. I actually have a link in the description below that you can click on to go to Helium 10, and you'll actually get $50 off your first month. This is a great tool if you want to make sure that you're targeting the right keywords and that your product has a chance of ranking high in the search results. Let me run you through what Helium 10 is capable of, and we'll do some keyword research for this product. Okay, so now let's look at how to utilize Helium-10. Go to your niche and find the top competitors within it, and then grab their ASIN. Once you have their ASIN, head over to Helium-10, and on the left here, you can see keyword research. We're gonna click Cerebro, and then you're gonna input the ASIN here. Press Get Keywords, and then before we actually look at the keywords, look at the filters real quick. Under search volume, generally I like to set the min search volume to 1,000, just because anything less is probably not going to be worth our time to rank on. But because this product is pretty niche, 500 would probably be a good minimum. So now if we look down to the keyword phrase, let's scroll over and check the organic rank. The organic rank is the keywords where a lot of the sales come from for whatever given product you typed in their ASIN for. Now, although this is a good organic rank, for example, phone leather sleeve, our product isn't leather, so that wouldn't be a relative keyword phrase to use. What you would do is manually go through these keywords and choose some potential ones that relate to your product. You can do this process with one ASIN like I've done here, or you can input multiple ASINs. But I recommend doing this for at least 3 to 5 ASINs, just so that you're getting exposure to a lot of different keyword phrase possibilities, and you're gonna have the best variety to choose from later when you're choosing to write your listing. So from here, you would just compile a list of potential keywords that are relevant and that hopefully have decent enough search volume. But again, if there's something like the color isn't right, or maybe it's a brand name for the keyword phrase, obviously you don't want to target those. So find the keywords that you think are relevant and create that list of potential keywords. If you want to spend more time, feel free to do so. This was just a quick overview of how you would go about doing that. All right, on to part 3, keyword strategy. Keyword strategy is something that I don't think a lot of people actually think about before writing a listing. So here's a few tips on how to actually do it. Your title should have the top 3 keywords that you want to rank on. Those keywords should also have high search volume. Now onto the back-end search terms. Let's say you wrote down 20 keywords. The back-end search terms are gonna be numbers 4 to 10 in importance for your keywords. You can have up to 250 bytes, and you can't go over those 250 bytes. Generally, we recommend doing 249, and remember, bytes are different from characters. Don't include any duplication. If there's any plurals or anything like that, don't worry about it. Just get the main keyword down and move on to the next. Next part is gonna be the bullets. Finally, you'd save the last keywords for the description. So this is gonna be the keywords 15 to 20. They're the lesser important keywords, but you still wanna index on them, so you would include them in the description. All right, so now let's look at actually writing the listing. Yes, the time has come. So again, like I said earlier, with your title, you're gonna grab your top 3 or 4 keywords. With your title, you wanna accomplish 2 things. 1 is gonna be to insert your most important keywords, and 2 is gonna be explain your product so people know exactly what it is from just the title. So in this example, first, I want you to put your company name, your main keyword that describes your product and that you wanna rank on, and then that's gonna be followed up by your other keywords inserted in ways that your title flows and it makes sense. Again, remember not to keyword stuff. You don't want your entire title to just be keywords, 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 because it's not gonna look good and it'll turn a lot of people off. Anyway, this is the title I came up with. All right, now on to writing the bullet points. When you're writing copy for your Amazon listing, it's important to think about what your target audience's needs and wants are. The bullet points that you write should be concise and descriptive. This is where we're gonna take all those features and benefits that you wrote down earlier in the video, and we're gonna pick our top 5 and make those into bullet points. So for me, the first point is gonna be the design and look of the product. And for the first bullet point, I wrote this: appealing glittered design. So as you can see, stick-on wallet for phone case is gonna be my keyword that I'm targeting here, and I'm just describing how it looks. The feature is the beautiful design, and the benefit is a look that customers will love and care about. They'll want to show off their phone, and it's gonna be kind of a statement or a fashion piece almost. Next, let's talk about the functionality. So for this one, I wrote holds up to 3 cards. If you want to read the whole thing, pause the video right now. But what I wanted to target with this one is stick-on card holder for the phone. The audience is already looking for a card holder. So let's quickly inform them of what our card holder is capable of doing. So in the first 2 bullet points, we've already established quite a bit, but let's keep going. The next point I chose was ultra thin and adhesive. The keyword I chose was wallet for phone case stick-on. The feature is that it's very thin, so it'll fit comfortably in your hand and won't take up any more space than your phone was already taking up. As well, if it's adhesive, you can be sure that it's gonna stick to your phone and stay there so that you won't lose any of your cards. Remember how we talked about the lifestyle of the customer? Well, this is where I came in with this point. So because of that customer profile that we created, I chose to go with the bullet point on the go accessory. For here, we're targeting the keyword card holder for back of phone. The point plays into the lifestyle that our target audience already lives, and we're trying to show them what kind of life they'll live after using the product. Finally, sizing. Sizing is of course an important thing when it comes to informing your customer. The last thing you would want is your customer being ill-informed about what they're buying. This can lead to a lot of returns and a lot of bad reviews. So this bullet point seeks to remove any question about which type of phone this product can actually be used with. All right, finally onto the description. As you may have guessed, the description of your product listing wraps everything up. You generally just reiterate your bullet points in paragraph form. But the idea here is to introduce new, less important keywords that you didn't include in your bullet points or title. If you ignore the product description, you're missing out because you're missing out on the opportunity to index on more keywords. If you want, you can pause the video here and read the full description, but like I said, it's pretty similar to what we've already written, just in paragraph format. The product description is great for answering any questions that we might not have hit in the bullet points. Put yourself in the shoes of the consumer and ask yourself, is there anything else I would want to know before making this purchase decision? If there's nothing else, then you've probably done a good job. And if there's still something that you think you could add, no problem. Just go back and add it and then reread everything. After doing this, you should have a pretty solid listing. All right, conclusion time. So that, my friends, is how you write an amazing Amazon listing. Even after you think you're done, I would still recommend going over it and fine-tuning it. This will ensure that your listing is written in a way that is clear, concise, and appeals to your target audience. The last thing we want is a customer being confused or overwhelmed by our copy. So hopefully this video has helped you to create a killer listing that converts. So when you're writing your Amazon listing, refer back to this video and hopefully it'll be able to help you. If you have any trouble writing your listing, drop a comment in the comment section below and I'll try and help you in any way that I can. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe as it helps out the channel and helps me to bring you more Amazon content. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.